So today I thought I'd make a little video just covering what I've been up to, what I've got coming up, what videos I'm working on, what models I'm working on, and also an issue I've been having with my 3D printer that I want to try and solve this week. So first up, there's a video I'm working on which I've been working on for a while, and I actually got the information I needed prior to the COVID pandemic situation we've been having, so things have sort of been put on hold, but I'm getting back up to speed with what I've been working on. And it's a video covering some of the printers, or a manufacturer of printers that supplies 3D printers to people like Ford, GM, manufacturers of that scale. And they're 3D printers that print steel, aluminium, metallic materials. And I was in contact with a distributor before the COVID-19 issue, and I got prices on what these printers cost as a guide, and what tier covers what, etc, etc. So I'm going to make a video on that. If that's something that you might be interested in, well then maybe subscribing to the channel will help to get a notification when that video comes up, if that's what you want to do. Completely up to you. So the problem I've been having with my 3D printer is when I've been printing my test models, I've been getting this weird finish on the front of my prints, and it seems to be where the print head is coming along one axis and then changes direction, and I'm getting this it's like it's not printing, or there's no filament coming out when it changes direction, just in certain areas. So that's one of the issues I'm going to try and problem solve or troubleshoot this week. And the other issue I've been having is I printed my Cybertruck model, and I printed in this orientation, and I've been getting this weird pattern or finish on the faces of my prints, and it's like a wavy sort of pattern. And I noticed that my print bed bearings are getting quite noisy. So I think what's happening is, as the print bed's moving along, the bearing's catching a little bit, and it's just holding up for a split second and leaving this finish on the front of my prints. At least that's what I think is happening. So I've bought a heap of bearings in. I've got a packet of 12 for the print bed, and if you're interested in where I got those bearings from, I'll put a link in the description. It's not an affiliate link, it's just in case you're curious as to where I got them. I don't know if they're any good, I haven't tried them yet, but I'm going to see if that solves this particular problem. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in these models, any of the models I'm showing it here, they're all available for free at this link right here, and in the description below I'll put a link to that as well. So just the free models that I've been working on. This is an SD card holder, like a little filing cabinet SD card holder, my Cybertruck, and I did a little bear, which is also, when I printed, this is a work in progress paint wise, it's not finished yet, but when I printed, I'm also getting the same issue where it's printing fine, then all of a sudden the nozzle starts to sort of dry up a little bit, if you like, and then kicks up again. So I've got to work out what that is, whether it's print settings or the slicer I'm using. I'll try a few different things and I'll make a video on that and see if I can solve that problem. So just on the Cybertruck, I was going to upload a video to my 3D parts channel showing how I modelled this. I modelled it in about 4.5 hours from start to finish, and I recorded the whole process using OBS, and it's one continuous record. And when I went to edit the file, I found that it was corrupt. It was a 32 gigabyte video file, and so that footage is gone. So I won't be able to show you that. But I will be uploading. I've been recording over the last few years a lot of the projects I've been modelling. So I'm working through those videos, and I'll upload them. It's just going to show my process and how I did it. It won't be a tutorial. It'll just be showing how I modelled this particular item. So that's on my 3D parts channel. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. So look out for those videos as they come up. Next on my list is the hunt for my next 3D printer. So I'm currently saving slowly for a new 3D printer, and I'm creating a wish list on what I'd like to see and the features I'd like to see or really need or want in my next 3D printer. There's no point buying another printer unless I can have these features, I've decided. So the first feature I want is to have an enclosure for my printer built into the printer. So it's just all one unit. It's an enclosure with a 3D printer. As you know, I'm a big fan of enclosures for 3D printers. And I also wanted to have a good size print volume, so a good area for printing, and also be able to print carbon fibre / nylon filaments. So that's a big one. I really want to start printing in that material now. So if it's going to have the ability to print carbon fibre / nylon, it's also going to need to have some way of storing the nylon in a dehumidifier or some way of protecting it from absorbing moisture. So I'm also looking at a system that has that built into it, or an attachment that comes with it that provides for the protection of nylon filament. So that's three things that I want in my next 3D printer. My gut feeling is telling me this is not going to be cheap, so I'm just going to have a look around and I'll make a video showing what I'm finding and which printer is looking attractive for me. But it could be a while before I can afford this printer, but at least I'm starting to think about it now and look around and see what's available. I've also got a few models I'm working on. One of them's, which I haven't started yet, but it's going to be a modular storage system that just clicks together so you can expand it as you need more storage. Just little drawers that you can print out of ABS or something like that. I'm also working on a fantasy chess set. So it's something I've been wanting to do for a little while, and I've started modelling. I'm just exploring styles at the moment, so just trying out to see if this would work, this sort of style. If it's something that you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments below, or if it's something you're not interested in, please also let me know. I need that feedback. It will become a free model on my site, so yeah, that's something I'm working on. I'm also working on this little train set that kids can just click together the tracks and play with. So also experimenting with styles, but I think it'll be a stylized, simplified version of actual trains and different models of trains. So that's in the works, as well as my Falcon Heavy rocket, which I'm on the way with and in progress with. I've just finished doing the grid fin assembly, so that's coming as well. So that will also be it's a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket, which will also be available for free once I've got that modelled. And yeah, so I think we're at the end of my list here. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm going, what I'm working on and what I'm thinking about over the next week or two. If this sort of video you find interesting, great, let me know. If it's not, well then, yeah, give it a thumbs down or whatever, that's fine too. But if enough people are interested in this type of video, I'll keep making more of them, just a regular update as to what I'm working on and what I've got coming up. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'd like to say a big thank you to my Patreon supporters who are helping me to fund these videos. I really do appreciate your support, and I'd like to welcome aboard Jennifer, my newest Patreon supporter, who just signed up in the last week or so. So thanks again to you guys for helping making these videos possible. Well, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll catch you later.